Hi, welcome to Bar Cart Bookshelf, a video series about books and the drinks they inspire. My name is Elias, and today we're talking about An Accident of Dragons by Cheri Radke. An Accident of Dragons is Radke's debut fantasy novel. It is a cozy fantasy, or I think maybe more appropriately, a term that we don't really use so much anymore, but that I really like, a fantasy of manners. I would read a lot more cozy fantasy if more of it had DL Admiralty trade. It's the story of Teddy, who is the Lord Summer. He's the lord of an island. He has this psychic connection with Summer, the dragoness, who sort of lives on this island and has this idyllic world. He has been thrust several years ago into this role when his lover, the previous Lord Summer, passed away, and we arrive at this sort of transitional moment in his life as the outside world comes more into the sway of Summer. And so we've got kidnapping plots, and we've got all of this like wonderful bits of self-doubt. It is something that is still in this register of cozy fantasy, but with higher stakes, and I appreciate a dragonish lack of aversion to mortal violence at certain points where needful. And Teddy is a really compelling narrator. He's fussy, he likes to dress well, he has, an extended sequence in drag. He is someone who is very fully realized, and someone in the sort of complicated portions of middle age and being in a position that he really never expected to be in. Really just someone who would much rather be dressing well and playing with his, little daughter Zinnia, who's very sweet, but is called upon to really grow more into himself and into his role. It is just absolutely charming. It is just delightful. Teddy, I'm like, all right, buddy, what are we doing now? You're gonna have kind of a bad time, but I'm gonna have a good time. And there are super big dragons. There are like hints of dragon cults going on. There are adventures in sea caves and strange hypnotic power, and just really excellent fun romp adventure stuff that doesn't shy away from the fact that there are complications and there are heavinesses that come along with that. I think you get to maintain this register of sort of effervescence because we are seeing this story from Teddy's perspective, and he's someone who is like very intentional in the ways that he's choosing to frame things and the ways that he's choosing to approach things, to really put that more optimistic or a more genteel foot forward. Just, really a fun play with this subgenre here. I had just a great time with it, and so of course we had to have a drink. Our drink today is Summer. Is it the season? Is it the island? Is it the dragoness? Is it the title of the job? It's all of them. Summer, it's this island. It's sort of, very blessed by the magic of the dragon. It's, it's never too hot. It's never too cold. It's like that song in Camelot, the musical. The rain will never come till after sundown sort of thing. And we're going to begin with 2 ounces of brandy. I'm using an American brandy here. Lovely. From Copper and Kings, made right here in Louisville, Kentucky. Really delicious stuff. And then we will add 1 ounce of lime juice. Whoop. and maybe a little change. And then our sweeteners. So we'll get half an ounce of passion fruit syrup, which is one of my favorite little syrups. It's got this real magical quality that everything you put it in immediately tastes tropical. So really summery, really idyllic, really just sort of rich and lovely and fruity. And then we'll add half an ounce of Aperol, so get a touch of bittersweetness in here as well, because we do have these bits of bittersweetness even as we're very effervescent and I don't know, genteel. Genteel again and again is the word that I come back to with this book. It is really just charming and genteel. And to that, for just another little bit of bitterness, I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, a couple of dashes of aromatic bitters. You know, we get in some of these sorts of tropical tasting, summery drinks, it's nice to have those baking spice notes to give, again, that backbone that I think really is definitional for this book. It is all of this fun adventure romp, and then you get that ramrod steel core at the heart of it as well. So we've got our balance of brightness and bitterness in here as well, and just that bit of baking spice notes. We'll add our ice last, because you never know when you're going to have to leap from a palace into the ocean under the influence of your ancient and almighty dragoness, and you wouldn't want to come back to a watery cocktail. Teddy, he knows his business. Nice, frosty, freezy. We're not dropping any glasses. Give that a stout tap here. Alrighty. And strain into a stemmed cocktail glass. Perfect. And then, for our summer, to keep it light, to keep it bright, we're going to top this with some plain soda water, unflavored seltzer, just to bring that effervescence, that lightness, that beautiful brightness. There you go. And there you have it. This is the summer inspired by An Accident of Dragons by Cheri Radke. An Accident of Dragons is available today. A huge thank you to the publisher Erewhon Books for sending me a review copy so that we could talk about it on release day. I always love every Erewhon book that I have had the opportunity to read, and An Accident of Dragons absolutely 100% continues that trend. It's charming, it's delightful, it's going to be a really great, like, deep spring summer read. You know, sit poolside, it's lots of water and pirate ships and dragons and gorgeous, gorgeous gowns, and again, DL Admiralty trade. So lots going on there in a way that sets up a tightrope and walks that tightrope. So I've got a link to snag the book in the description down below, as well as a link to purchase my book, Cocktails and Consoles, 75 Cocktails and Mocktails to Level Up Your Game Night. We've got a link to purchase the latest Neon Hemlock anthology, Shatter the Sun, Queer Tales of Untold Adventure. If you have fun with An Accident of Dragons, I think you're going to enjoy that anthology as well. All sorts of queer sword and sorcery, including my story, The Peacock Wizard in the Cave of the Serpent Queen, that I think folks are really going to dig. We've got links to various forms of social media, including Blue Sky and Instagram, where there is always a written version of today's recipe. Try the drink. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit that like button. It makes me so, so happy when you do. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss an episode. We've got some really great books that we'll be talking about in May, June, July, all summer long. And until next time, cheers.